On the date of March 28, 2025, a powerful earthquake recently struck in Southeast Asia, specifically Thailand and Myanmar. It is probably one of the deadliest natural disasters ever to happen in the world for the past 100 years in history. Hello chat, and welcome back to my channel, Barnista27. Today, we are covering a major event that has shaken not just the ground, but also the hearts of people in Thailand and Myanmar. In this video, we'll cover everything from science behind the earthquake to the stories unfolding on the ground, including a shocking collapse of Thailand's state's audit office building and its ongoing investigation. So let's begin. So, what's really happened? On March 28, 2025, around 1 p.m. on Thailand's time, a magnitude 7.7 earthquake hit near the Myanmar-Thailand border. In Thailand, the quake was felt throughout the whole country, from northern provinces like Chiang Rai, Chiang Mai, to the central region, all the way to Bangkok. According to Thailand's Earthquake Observation Division, along with various international geological agencies, the epicenter was located close to Mandalay, Myanmar's second largest city, and tremors last for several seconds. Buildings sway, some collapse. The casualties just in Myanmar alone were estimated up to 4,910 deaths, 6,160 injured, and more than 760 missing. In Thailand, as of right now, 36 deaths, 34 injured, and 58 missing. The aftermath has left us all psychologically traumatized and economical damage that has yet to recover anytime soon. Here are some visuals from the affected areas. As you can see, many buildings suffered cracks and several older structures were visibly damaged. In Myanmar, the situation was a lot worse, as many buildings crumbling down. Communities were hit hard due to weaker construction quality. In Thailand, the netizens shared clips of shaking light poles, water splashing down from condominiums, and skyscrapers swinging around. People rush out of malls, schools, and apartment buildings. I mean, the panic was real, and so was the sense of unity as neighbors looked out for each other. Now let's talk about science. Myanmar is wedged between four tectonic plates: the Indian, Eurasian, Sunda, and Burma plates. Now, these plates have been pushing against each other for millions of years, building tension that eventually released in the form of earthquakes. Experts from the Thai Meteorological Department and USGS explained that this quake was caused by Sagaing Fault, named after the Sagaing region in Myanmar. It's a strike-slip fault, meaning the earth moved horizontally along a fault line, similar to earthquakes seen in the region like California. This also raised concerns about future seismic activity in Southeast Asia. Beyond the science, the human cause is what truly matters. Several homes were damaged, especially those made from older materials or lacking modern construction standards. Local hospitals treated people with minor injuries, including panic-induced incidents. Government agencies and volunteers quickly respond with safety checks, rescue operations, and buildings in some areas suspended to inspect for structural issues. Countries around the world expressed their sincere condolence, as well as send help in many ways possible. Before we reach the ending of the story, I want to take a moment to share how Thai people respond. Now, I'm a Thai myself, living close to Bangkok. The moment that it happened, I wasn't so sure at first. I thought I was dizzy because everything around seemed to swing back and forth, like the entire house was floating in the ocean. Then I paused myself in silence and started looking around. That's when I acknowledged that it was an earthquake. I checked up on social media and that reinforced my experience that it was an earthquake. I'm glad that my country has suffered the least from the disaster. While most high-rise buildings in Thailand's capitals withstood the tremors, however, one tragedy happened on the same day of March 28th, 2025. While most high-rise buildings in Thailand's capital withstood the tremors, however, one tragedy happened on the same day of March 28th, 2025. A 30-story building under construction, located in Chatuchak district, has collapsed into oblivion, causing hundreds evacuated and 81 workers trapped under the rubble. Rescue operation has begun since day one. Local authorities, military, and other government agencies and volunteers have been pouring in their efforts in order to save as many lives as possible, regardless of the victim's nationality. As stock market plummeting out of panic, this tragedy has united the people in solidarity to work together and seek answers of what is going on. And what they found was shocking. So the building that collapsed was the to-be-new Thailand State Audit Office, meant to house Thailand's government auditing agency. It was the only major structure in Bangkok to fall, raising immediate questions about its construction quality. The construction contract was awarded to a joint venture between Italian Thai Development plc, a major Thai construction firm, and China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group Ltd, a subsidiary of the state-owned China Railway Engineering Corporation, or in short, CREC. The building began its construction in 2020 with a budget of 2.136 billion baht, approximately 61.4 million US dollar, which was notably lower than the government reference cost of 2.5 billion baht. The project was intended to be delivered in 2026, though it was only 30% complete when it collapsed on March 28, 2025. On April 1st, 2025, the Thai authorities launched an investigation into the construction, focusing on China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group and its Thai partner, Italian Thai Development plc. Substandard steel rebars were found in the wreckage, supplied by Sinker Yuan Steel Ltd, a Chinese majority-owned company, which has already been shut down in December 2024 for safety violations. This was confirmed by the
เหล็ก
Iron
ที่เจ้าหน้า
and
ที่ตรวจ
Steel
พบว่าไม่
Institute
ผ่า
of
นมาตร
Thailand.
ฐานในกระบวน
The
การ
test
ตรวจสอบ
results
เชิง
show
กลยุทธ์
that
มี
two
ทั้งหมด
samples,
32 มิลลิเมตรด้วย
specifically
กัน
the
โดยพบ
32
ว่าเหล็ก
mm
เนี่ยมีความ
and
คงทน
20
ไม่เป็นไปตาม
mm
มาตรฐาน
deformed steel
ส่วน
bars
เหล็กขนาด
failed to
20 มิ
meet
ลลิเมตร
required
ตรวจพบ
standards.
มวลต่อเมต
The
รไม่เป็น
32
ไป
mm
ตามมาตร
bars
ฐานห
didn't
รือที่เรียก
withstand
ว่า
the
เหล็กเบา
necessary force,
โดยเหล็กทั้งสองขนาด
while
นั้น
the
เจ้าหน้าที่
20
พบว่า
mm
บริษัท
bars
ผู้ผลิต
fell
เป็นบริ
short
ษัทเอก
of
ช
the
นราย
mass
เดียว
per
กัน
meter standard.
และก็เป็นบริษัท
Now, this to me sounds a lot like the infamous Tofu Dreg project. So, what is the Tofu Dreg project? The Tofu Dreg project is a term that comes from China, used to describe buildings or infrastructure so poorly made they are as flimsy as tofu residue, the crumbly leftovers from making tofu. Shoddy materials, cut corners, and rush work, all leading to structures that can't hold up. The term gained traction after the disasters like the 2008 Sichuan earthquake, when schools collapsed due to substandard concrete and steel, killing thousands. What happened in Thailand right now has just sparked public awareness that the Chinese bad business practice and profiteers have finally come to Thailand. On the same day of April the 1st, 2025, 4 Chinese nationals were detained for illegally removing 32 files from the site, hinting at an attempt to obscure evidence. The next day later, the Thai government escalated the investigation into a special case under the Department of Special Investigation (DSI), targeting 37 companies linked to China Railway No. 10 and Sin Ke Yuan Steel. Allegations of corruption, forgery, tax fraud, and bidding collusion surfaced. The State's Audit Office Facebook page just went offline after a series of unapologetic and irresponsible statements. This has made the public furious, and the netizens just flooded the comment sections. By today, as of the time this video is made, Beijing has censored domestic online discussions of the incident. Meanwhile, the Chinese embassy in Bangkok just released a statement on Facebook addressing what it described as false rumors regarding its stance on China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group, the state-owned enterprise involved in the construction of the collapsed State Audit Office building. The embassy emphasized its commitment to supporting Thailand's investigation into the collapse and urged cooperation from relevant Chinese companies while distancing itself from any slander against them. This has made the public even more furious, as the Thai people already have negative sentiment towards Chinese business running in Southeast Asia. So, if a government building collapses without an earthquake, what does that say about the safety of our homes, our schools, our hospitals? It's not just concrete and steel. It's about trust. We deserve buildings that protect, not betray us. This isn't just a one-off. When shortcuts are taken and corruption seeps into public projects, the consequences are deadly. Tofu Dreg buildings are not just a Chinese problem. They are a warning to every country that lets greed outweigh safety. As of today, April the 8th, rescue operations are ongoing, with heavy machinery and ground teams working tirelessly. The latest figures report 17 confirmed deaths, 9 rescue, and 77 still missing, though earlier estimates suggest up to 103 workers and 12 others might have been on site. Now, I couldn't express my condolence enough for the many lives that have been lost. I wish for their remains returned to their families, and I wish their families receive reasonable compensation they deserve. To finish this story, let's remember the lesson from this quake, that we live in the region that's no longer a stranger to earthquakes anymore. Yet, many of us are still unprepared. Do we know what to do when the ground shakes? Are our buildings ready? The quakes may have stopped, but our preparation should never be paused. If you found this video informative, please give it a like, share it to raise awareness, subscribe for more content on regional events, safety, and stories that matter. Let me know in the comments if you felt the earthquake or how your community responded. Until the next time, stay safe and take care.